Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? I wasn't going to do this, but I thought I'd do a Masters of the Universe kind of video. Not necessarily a review because I haven't seen it. I heard it's atrocious, so I was like, well, there's no need for me to watch it if it's that bad. But I wanted to do kind of a critique on everything going on around the Masters of the Universe thing and the Kevin Smith thing. And, yeah, for me, I was never a He-Man fan. In a kid, I missed it. I was Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, Thundercats. I was into stuff like that. I was never really into He-Man as a kid. So even growing up, I didn't really pay too much attention or care. And I'm guessing a lot of people were kind of like that. Like, as far as I know, He-Man didn't have a very huge fan base. Maybe it did. Like, I've done some Wikipedia and looking, I was like, yeah, it had a fan base, but I'm getting to my point real quick. And the point is, does anybody actually give a shit about fucking He-Man or Masters of the Universe in 2021? Like, why is everybody martyring Kevin Smith on this? Like, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, like, I don't care about He-Man. And this whole echo chamber community of fuck Kevin Smith, He-Man, and I've seen clips of it, and I know it's broken. I know it's fucked up. He-Man looks like shit. Like, it all looks horrible. The art's good, but everything behind it else looks bad, Teela looks bad, with her haircut and the relationships, and Prince Adam looks bad, and I get all that, and and I get the killing off of He-Man. And this is where people need to kind of lay off of Kevin Smith, because if you gave me a franchise and you're like, hey, Lonnie, you're in charge of Thundercats. We're remaking Thundercats. What are you going to do to reinvent Thundercats and make it cool? I would entertain the idea. I'm like, well, they killed Optimus Prime in a Transformers movie, and in theory, they killed Duke in the G.I. Joe movie. Well, they edited over it. So I was like, if I was making Thundercats, I was like, well, yeah, I would kill Lion-O, right? Why not? It would be something new, it'd be cool. And I get all the SJW stuff, how it became Teela's show, and that's a totally different kind of an argument about it. I don't know, I guess what I'm trying to say is, put yourself in Kevin Smith's shoes before you try to critique what he did. Like, I was a fan of Mallrats, Clerks, Chasing Amy, Dogma, up until about Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. That's when I kind of stopped watching. And ironically, that's around the time he had his heart attack and changed his life and became a vegan and did all that. But honestly, who are we to judge him? Unless you're going to walk in those shoes, unless you're going to, do all that, it's kind of unfair to judge him. Be like, well, you killed He-Man, so we all fucking hate you, and you lied, and you're this and that. It's like, dude, he's a fanboy just like us. He's always been a fanboy. He's like the ultimate fanboy. So he's more hurt by the criticism he's getting from all this nonsense than anybody. And that's all this is. It's fucking nonsense. It's like, dude, stop watching YouTube. Get off fucking Facebook. Get off all these critiquing things and go do something. Like, that's a sad state that we're in society, where it's just like, oh yeah, we got nothing better to do than sit around, watch. So what I was getting at is, basically, Kevin Smith's just a dude. And honestly, do you guys give a shit about He-Man? I don't give a shit about He-Man. Most people seem to care about all these things. And the thing with YouTubers is, like, here's this echo chamber. People will put out 3 or 4 videos a day about this latest, in this per case. Fuck Kevin Smith and blah, 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 blah. All this, everything that's going on. And they'll put out 3, 4, 5 videos a day. And each of those videos get, 10, 20, 30, 40,000 views. And that's just generating revenue for them. And then we watch their videos and we're like, oh man, well, this guy says this and I agree with that and fuck that. And we spread that through our social media and it's fucking nonsense. It's like, why are we doing this? We have better things to do with our fucking time than berate all these people. If I made a mistake, the last thing I would want is that thing just publicized. And I mean, that's the world we live in, so you have to do it. If you're making that kind of money and that's what you do, and I get it. I've seen the clips. It's horrible. I'm not justifying it. I agree with everybody. This thing is fucking garbage. But instead of being like, this thing is garbage, and like trying to make millions of dollars making videos about how much garbage this stuff is, let's just be like, let's help them win the race. Let's be like, this is garbage, but I know Kevin Smith can do better. I've seen him do better, Instead of pushing him down and throwing him into the dirt and being like, fuck this guy, I'm out. Let's be like, let's be better. Let's be people. Let's be human beings. Be like, you know what? You made a mistake. We didn't really like it, but to be honest, who the fuck gives a shit about He-Man anyway? Sorry, I just want to spread a little bit of positivity in the community. Spread my light on what I thought about what's going on with this whole thing. Share this video if it helps, but I'm sick of this echo chamber of hatred and all these grafters making money off just hativity. This movie sucks. Ghostbusters trailer sucks. Well, why? I thought Ghostbusters trailers was great. No, it's horrible. Spread joy, spread love. Stop this fucking hatred bullshit. Let's move on together into a better community, and I will see y'all later.